collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
Hola, hola.
There we go. Roll
How's
call.
everybody doing today?
We're doing
Happy
good.
Mother's Day, mothers.
Happy Mother's Day to the mothers. All the mothers that are out there in the Transformers universe.
Yeah, I took the whole family. Dad wanted to do lunch today. And I said, you sure you want to do lunch on Mother's Day? And he was like, yeah, let's take your mom over to Red Lobster. And I was like, you sure you want to do Red Lobster at lunchtime on Mother's Day? And we went over there, and it was a 2-hour wait. And I said, let's go somewhere else.
Yes.
So we went to a big hibachi place. Got the little show where they do all this, cook all the stuff in front of us.
Yes, those are always cool.
It's a good meal. I had a good meal.
Nice.
Mom was happy. Everybody was happy. The whole family was together. It's a good time.
Well, that's what counts. And there we go.
You ever turn your you ever turn the program on and be like, wow, every input is the incorrect one. Every single one. I have to go in and change every single one of them.
There we go.
Whoa. I don't know what I was expecting to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Astro Train with a cassette jammed in his thrusters. Instead, not a three-eyed monster with horns and a tongue coming out of his mouth.
I thought it was a three-eyed monster. I think this version of Astro Train should be on Teletran too.
Yeah, everybody hates this guy. It's wild. And like, there's people on like Discords I follow who are just like not professional, who are just casual people who are like, yeah, no, this is actually pretty bad.
Wow.
It's really funny too, because they have the big thing is not only is he not great, but they had the Siege one that they just did a few years ago that is really good. So people were like, you didn't need to make a new one. You could have just re-released the old one. Like they've done that with a few of the Studio Series guys.
You know, it's that is a situation of if it isn't broken,
Yeah.
don't fix it.
There, that's the good one that he just held up. The good, slightly older one.
Yep, they broke it.
Yeah, I wonder what the
personally.
Yeah. I wonder what
Like,
the
I think
aftermarket is on the old one now, because it's like it's probably still in demand because people are like, that one's still good.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to remember, the Siege one has all the extra guns in the tinderbox, whereas the Dramatic Capture series only has, I think, the two. I'm trying to remember which guns it has missing. I think it has the Gatling gun missing, and the missile pod. No tinderbox, so it has the two. Where's the other one? The two guns with the little side pegs, and the regular looking gun, comparatively speaking. Like, something I do like, because I find that this one uses the multiple guns better than the Siege, and then this one uses the smoke effect to more uses than just the train than this guy. So they kind of use each other's accessories better than their own. Because like this guy, like if you ever played like the Armored Core games and you get like the shoulder mounted weapons. You can do, that whole anti-air artillery, guns off the backpack. And then, as I like to call it, the ass shotgun.
I am alive here now. I finally joined.
But you can like put the blast effects, and it can go clear where it'll be like so if someone was like, let's say here, coming towards him from trying to flank him, like at a 3/4 angle, he can just have this missile pod behind him, kind of sneak a pot shot at him without them even realizing it.
One thing I was
And
about
then
to
obviously
mention with those, one thing I was about to mention with those smoke effects, those would be good for the AE6, like the AE6 shuttle attack scene, because we see smoke coming out of Brawn in the one moment, so that could be good. Set 'em. You
Set 'em
better
up.
not be smoking anything illegal.
And on that note, James
that dark
Coleman.
energon is good.
Yes, James Coleman. Welcome again, James. Says, hello, guys. What do you think about missing Link Ironhide and Nemesis Star Convoy, and Happy Mother's Day? And
Missing Link Ironhide is weird, man. That's in one of my news items I sent you.
yes, that we are
I
going
find
to
it
discuss
interesting just because it's like I think it's TG Omega that said that kind of changes the rules that they've been abiding, where they're like very, very loyal to the old toys, but I guess
Let's not get ahead of
accounting for
ourselves here.
modern articulation.
People thought they were going to do
But
one
I
thing,
find
then
it
they thought they were going to do
interesting.
another
I would-
thing,
I
and they
might be
did
down for
neither.
that one.
Also, I have the Fear Courage face transformation set. Same with Shaw Cleanse as one.
Oh, right,
Nice.
I had one of those lined up.
And for the funny part, actually, so I'll mention this to Shaw Clan when he hops in here. So I had to look through his videos because there wasn't exactly a good moment on stream that I could find with his face. So I looked at his YouTube shorts, and then for Fear Courage, I just looked back at the last stream, and your face had that one perfect still shot, so I just took it.
Yeah, I'm up here a lot, so you got a lot of. I can give you lots of angles.
I just got plugged in my computer, and then I got finished the audio effects because I just did a TFP. Or the start of one for a hint at what I'm going to be creating later on this week.
I don't know why, but I have like a Pavlov response where whenever I hear audio of a person and they have to fade into the background so they can muck around, I just find it funny.
I'm alive. I was in my secret recording station. Or animating station, correction.
The secret animation
The-
station of Teletran 2.
Yes, his parents gave him a broom closet.
Correction.
He is the Harry Potter of the Children of Primus.
Hey, supposedly, if you're doing audio, a broom closet is actually the best place to do it. You get like, like
correction.
good levels.
For me in my house, my attic is double insulated, so I legitimately can play loud bass boosted music. All I care up there or do Lego stuff up there. That's my chill zone and my recording zone. The only time it's never a good place is whenever an airplane decides to fly by. Because I'm more close.
Hey, Spin's an audio guy. Am I talking
anywhere.
out of anywhere, nowhere, or is like broom closet good for audio actually something?
Well, it's funny that you guys are saying that, because one of our first studios, the closet was the vocal booth, and the bedroom was the control room. Later on, kind of did the same thing. A cubby underneath the stairs, rebuilt that into the vocal booth, and a control room everywhere else. And between closets, bathrooms, and building your own like isolated area for vocals, it does the exact same job. That's when you then figure out the microphone techniques and stuff, and then when you hear the outcome, you're like, wow.
Brother Genesis, some weight.
You
For me,
know, no
when I would
idea
try-
that came from like, a closet, because it just sounds so perfect.
When I was trying to figure out how to do a Soundwave voice impression at the time, I realized that if I use my microphone, which is usually my tablet microphone, or in my hand and cover it up, it gives the whatever old school effect of it, in which was how I was able to do Soundwave so long ago.
Cool. Shiba Kobe in the comments says, sorry to dip in and run, but I have a Mother's Day dinner to go to, so wish her happy Mother's Day, and catch you back or possibly at the end of the next one. And also says, by the way, Studio Series Voy Hot Rod is going to be mine soon.
I'll tell you, it's
right back.
people's in Canada from GameStop are shipping and arriving to them. Not mine though.
Of course.
And
I
people are like,
currently am just waiting. I am just waiting for that hot rod to get around here. Actually, for a funny fact, mentioning things actually, a Big Bad Toy Store warehouse is now coming near me. They are taking over one of the many of 50 different empty warehouses near my area.
Yeah. Not only,
Meaning,
are
anything
there,
I buy from Big Bad Toy Store might come here a little faster.
there are reliable sightings on Cybertron.ca also that pink hot rods are showing up physically in GameStops. So I'm like, I'm gonna go into my local one. If they have one there, I'll just be like, I'm taking this one, cancel my pre-order. Also not there.
Meanwhile, me, who's not interested in having one, that's seen it at Target multiple times now, and I'm just like, I don't
The
care.
frustrating thing is if I was like, get one and send it my way, which you've done before, you hooked me up with a Samus once. I know that the second you send it is when mine is going to ship. So
Speaking of that Samus, they've been like, I guess they must be doing like a rerun of it because I've been seeing it again,
yeah,
just out of the
funniest
blue.
thing was, like you sent me the default one, which I've never seen locally. I've never seen it in stores even once. The repaint, that's been all over the place. I could have gotten this nice.
Yeah,
little
the dark
the
Fonzon
original
suit.
never showed up here.
Have you ever seen the Gravity Suit one in person? I've only seen pictures of it online.
I'm getting really nerdy and off topic here with this, but they didn't do a gravity suit of this tooling. They did a gravity suit of the previous tooling, which was not as good. And I went on my way not to get it because it was actually not a very good figure. This one has not got a gravity suit tooling yet. Otherwise, I would have it. Look, it's me and Metro. Of course, I would. One imaginary dollar if somebody other than us understood anything, the full extent of everything I just said.
Oh, I know.
What was I on about? Hey, you know what happened to me yesterday?
Yeah, if anyone sees RJ in the chat, let me know, by the way.
Yeah. Apparently there's a channel on the net somewhere, like an official one of those like Pluto ones that just plays G1 Transformers episodes, with the ad breaks and stuff. So my wife just like woke me up late at night without saying anything, just by pointing a phone at my face, and they were playing SOS Dinobots as I opened my eyes, aiming it at me.
Like that.
I was like, you might want to watch that. That's the one where he introduced the Dinobots. She was like, oh, really? Took the phone back and watched it herself, and then I passed out again. Dinosaurs. They did I know it's one of those like official ones because they do that thing where when the commercial break happens, they don't have commercials, but they do pause and just do like a countdown to when it's coming back.
Okay.
Oh, that's the Hot Rod and Cheetor twisty computer
wait.
things.
Let me get back to where it's Bumblebee and the Hot Rod.
Yeah,
And originally, I wanted to get these two, but I just kept on having stuff that was more priority, and then obviously I saw the Ravage and Shadow Panther one, and me with Mango and Shinta on streams, depending on if I'm inside or outside. I picked that up, and then I guess there's a way where these two, the two I just showed, got reissued, and it's the Tarantulas Black Arachna favor, and the beast mode is Tarantulas, and then there's Pterosaur, and I think it's just like the purple. I think what was his purple version redeco called, like Beast Wars Laser Beak, I think.
I think
Something like that.
Like
Mentioning figures wise,
Yeah.
currently I'm tempted to purchase a G2 Grimlock only because, and I'm talking about the new one, I'm only tempted to buy it because there's a 3D upgrade kit out there to turn him into Deathsaurus. And I don't feel like shelling out the clams to get the HasLab one until I have a job and I can actually make money.
There's a mythology
Oh, yeah.
to that because
Yeah.
the designer said if they hadn't have been able to
Seen
make
people talking
HasLab
about the
Deathsaurus,
HasLab.
yeah, if
Then
they
you
hadn't
would
been
have
able to make it, that's what they would have
education
done.
to
They would have
pay for it.
retooled Grimlock.
So there's an upgrade kit out there for that. And then besides that, I'm actually tempted to buy the original Masterpiece Star Saber because he's actually pretty cheap in my opinion. He's only around $100 to $150 in box, brand or out of box, so it's not bad. So I might go for him.
Sorry about that, mates. My son got here.
That's understandable.
He loses. Oh. Uh-oh. We're losing
I'm
the
gonna
sound.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get Pure Courage's video now set up.
Oh, fascinating.
While you're
I
doing
just
that,
gotta choose good music. I'm right now looking through all my music playlists I got that are not copyrighted.
let's go over to some of the news items. So I can get that on the screen.
Well, wait, can I say a piece of my news?
Yes.
I am legitimately 1 subscriber away from 500.
Oh man, who do I know that isn't subbed? Like
BB! Go to YouTube and subscribe to Impactor. He's 1 subscriber away from 500.
I am legitimately 1 subscriber away.
I'll make an extra account and put it on there.
It's not gonna work. I know that extra accounts don't work, unfortunately, from what I've learned.
I was like, I know that's technically cheating, but just for 1.
Just for 1.
Rampaging across the country.
Hang on, let me show you to you.
What are you doing, child?
This I'm excited about. I actually am tempted
Shoot
to
us
buy
little-
that, even though it
What's
might be
that
very
behind the
expensive.
phone?
So this is such a strange figure because everybody was like, okay, so missing links are usually the G1 guys with more joints. And then we saw the preview image of like a normal looking Ironhide, and so they were like, okay, so can he combine with his sled? Maybe like that's how they're doing this figure. But he doesn't do that either. You can just sort of do a headless robot mode. They basically just made like a full new Ironhide design that looks sort of like maybe a Generation 1 bot would look like. And if you scroll down, you can see like images of the full figure and how he works. Or at least I thought they did. Where's the full picture? There
You
it
are
is.
now 500 subscribers.
Wait.
So yeah, you can see right there at the bottom there between the images, you can sort of do like a headless robot mode.
500 subscribers has been officially achieved.
And
Nice.
for all those who don't know, that was my youngest that was just standing here all 6
Well,
foot
Tom, I
2
salute him. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So this guy, weird idea because it's not the G1 toy. It's not a modern update. It's like something in between. And he can sort of do a headless robot mode, but not really. Also,
Look.
that driver that he comes with is Carly. I guess because of that one episode they teamed up.
He shares, in my opinion, so looking at things here, he shares the original chest and some of the original waist and legs design, while everything else is completely new.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
a very...
I think it's all because I had it up here just a second ago. I think it looks very, very much like the G1 if the G1 slid down. If the canopy of the cab slid to the chest like they did on the cartoon.
For me,
I mean,
I'm
other than they
perfectly tempted to
did have
buy
to
it.
do some tooling to it to make all that happen. But I really like it.
And I mean,
This may be the only missing
Same.
link that I buy.
Yeah, I'm
I
interested.
do
in
like
they'll
what
probably
his
do
new
Ratchet
head sculpt looked
eventually.
like because it looks like what if it was a G1 head with its like big eyes and kind of awkward sculpting like on purpose to look like an 80s toy. Yeah, so
Whenever
deeply
they do
strange
the
idea.
Ratchet
Something
of that, I'd be
completely
interested
different.
in getting it.
Oh yeah, there's no way they don't do a Ratchet. Obviously,
Oh, I
That's-
know.
They make money off of being like
That
here's
would
the
be,
second
yeah,
one.
leaving money on the table.
Yep.
for me personally, I think I'm gonna buy both of them in the future, as I mentioned, when I have a job. Since this is gonna be most likely going for like 200.
Oh, shit.
G1, the G1 original Ironhide and Ratchet I can get for a solid maybe $40, both complete.
There's the original Ironhide. So I bet you because what
mine
Missing
is-
Link does that
Mine
van
is
mode's
in
going to be the same
excellent
size.
condition. I mean, his coloring is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's very, very red, even from over here. You got the sticker on it and everything. So guaranteed, if nothing else, the Missing Link van mode is going to be the exact same size as that one because they love to make one-to-one replicas. Except it's going to change into that completely different looking robot.
Ugh.
Let's,
This confuses me personally. This very confuses me.
So this is a Takara thing. This is not a Hasbro thing. This is Nemesis Star Convoy, which has never been a thing that existed before. An evil repaint of the Titan Star Convoy that they did. But he doesn't come with Hot Rod like the good version does. He comes with a Shockwave, which is a repaint of the Legacy Shockwave. And the reason he's got green on him is he's actually Shock Blast from Transformers Energon, the 2003 anime that nobody likes, but has, a toy line everybody likes. So it's a very, very strange, very weird deep cut for them to do.
Yeah. For the longest time, this was one of
like
my least favorite
Japanese.
Transformers.
Oh yeah, Ironhide, until you realize that he's supposed to be like a mech with a seat for somebody.
Yep.
For me personally, if I were to just get one of those 3D models, because for anybody who's seen those cool upgrade kits for the G1 original where they give them hands and a head, I personally would like the figure just a little bit more. It's tempting now. Should Impactor here just try and track down the original 1986 characters from the Shuttle Attack and just use them in a stop motion for the Shuttle Attack itself, and then use the original, not the original, but the new Decepticons versus them. That's something I should think about.
It's a challenge.
But look, if I go to, let's just say hopefully, I'm hoping I can attempt to try and go to the TFCon up in Toronto, which is the one where you guys are going to be at. Hopefully, hypothetically speaking wise, I bet somebody has to be selling a G1 Brawn for super cheap. Same with Ratchet and Ironhide, though Prowl would be a question on if I could find them in decent condition for cheap.
You won't find a Prowl for a decent price in any kind of good condition. All the Datsuns are hard to find, and therefore their price is usually out of this world.
Then I most likely should just go for a broken one then at that point.
This is a new Optimus they're doing as part of that weird Takara line called Overgear, where it's all sort of realistic military looking stuff. He's not going to be gray. He's presumably going to have actual colors because it's just a prototype. But, going to change into some sort of real military thing. Just a reminder, the other two they're doing are Ironhide and Blackout is in the movie guy, all in this new design.
We got Clinical hiding in the comments saying morning. The question is where are you located, Clinical? Because it's
I'm gonna say he's in Australia.
It's possible. I mean, although for Australia they would actually be in mid-afternoon, so it wouldn't even be morning for them. But who knows?
Then I'm gonna say Japan.
Hopefully.
There you go, Impactor.
You know what? Maybe I should just go over to Mr. Magnus's house, ask for pretty nice permission to just do a stop motion with him.
Magnus, he wants permission.
He's got permission.
Yeah, I mean, when you have the ability to summon whatever figure is needed for a stop motion at a moment's notice, the sky is the limit, right?
This is true. Like, you'd have a
And
whole.
then
You go
just to show off.
Blue Streak. Oh, I love that silver.
Tops and bots.
Silver Streak, I think, is cheaper to buy.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
I always like the
bots.
silver and the red as a combination. There's something very specific about that.
Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bong, everyone.
Wow,
And there is Shock Man.
Bond.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna quickly pick up this, and you guys are gonna see. Oh, never mind. If you go off this, my
I
cat's
like
going
red
back
and
into
gold
heat,
first.
which is not good for my Transformers.
And we still have
Oh,
some
God.
more news.
Oh yeah. In the area of things nobody can afford, they're doing a slightly smaller, slightly cheaper version of Robosen Optimus's trailer to go with the slightly smaller, slightly cheaper Robosen Optimus. Which,
Is that
to
what
be clear,
the ads I keep getting are? I was like, why is this going? Why do I keep getting this?
Because you know how they made one that was just like a little bit smaller and a little bit cheaper, so now it has a trailer too. Elite. Of course, it's like $800 versus $900 or whatever. So
Oh, of
Right,
you know
right,
what?
right.
Wait, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm tempted if I were to hypothetically go to Magnus's house, and since he has the Robosen Optimus, well, if I try and turn that Robosen Optimus into a stop motion,
Well, you wouldn't need to do much
You
stop
wouldn't have to
motioning for
do it. You
chunks of
can
it.
program him to do anything you want.
Yeah, he is the
well, I'd
stop motion.
program his transformation to go slow. Then at that point, just make it slow. So then I take a picture at each frame. That's how I'd program it, pretty much, in my opinion.
His transformation's not fast.
Well, no, because to go
Yeah,
off
but you
this,
can
I'd
speed
have to
ramp
put
it.
my time elapse mode at that point on my tablet at max speed, which I think is 36 frames or 30 frames per second in order to capture the transformation in any type of speed. Because I've seen people attempt to do the transformation of the Robosen Optimus, the Megatron, or the Grimlock, and they usually have to program. I just now remembered it. They had to program the transformation to go a little slower in order for it to work. Is that another crossover?
There's two of them. They're
Oh,
doing two
yeah,
more
the
Hot
Hot
Wheels
Wheels.
Okay,
crossovers.
you got me sold. I like these vehicles right here.
Yeah, I hear these are fun. These are. I should probably.
Wait,
Get the
okay,
first two.
okay. I gotta just quickly say something. Sorry, but this right here screams kickover remold or kickoff. This screams
This
kickoff.
is El Segundo, and the other one is called GT Scorcher. And I understand, like they just name these after the Hot Wheels cars because they already sound like character names. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I've
got,
seen people wanting to see Toy Hacks make that into IDW the Luge.
that's a deep pull. He was in All Hail Megatron and then he got killed, but he does look kind of similar.
And then
That's a
people
good
say
one.
Scram, the G2 Scram for the blue one, but
Why
they
is-
already did that with
Okay, riddle me this. Why does dude
First
go back
one.
to the bot mode? Why does dude look like the OG TFCon exclusive Heatwave? Bro looks like that. He has the body type of the whatever Armada or Energon Barricade kinda.
You see, I'm feeling Sideburn with the double barrel flame gun there.
Yeah, I have the
Well, I'm
legacy
talking
one right
about
here,
right
so
now.
it is kind of similar.
Do
And
what?
coincidentally,
bit.
yeah, the two-barreled gun reminds me of the arms from the gray Minicon for the recent Age of the Prime Sideways, because his arms come off in a similar shape to the gun with the blast effects on it.
Yeah.
So that's
But
just
yeah,
a weird coincidence.
People are pretty happy about this. JT Prime, the famous leaker, says they're probably going to do a third wave because apparently these have been doing pretty well because they're just good car robot designs, apparently, just like nothing else, right?
No, Clinical says that they are in the UK. And what's funny is, like, I'm looking at El Segundo, and my only reference I'm thinking of it is a Tribe Called Quest. So I'm waiting for some type of references to jump up, in all the different groups, linking Tribe Called Quest and this El Segundo coupe.
Well,
I
you
know
know,
the red
the
one-
Transformers Wiki always makes funny captions for all of their pictures, so a Tribe Called Quest reference under whatever images they put on his page would be very much their style.
Yep.
I know, since I said characters that people comment with the blue one, the red one I've seen people go for Overdrive. So isn't that one of the tree like send away car bots like that Camshaft's a member of? I can't remember what their names are.
Oh, the Omnibots.
So, Fear Courage,
But
do
yeah,
I
the
have permission
Omnibot,
to post
the
this
red one.
video?
Oh, is it over? And then the
Yeah.
Rabido from G2.
Okay. I gotta say it every time here.
You're like Weird Al. You don't have to ask, but you do. By the way, if anybody here hasn't seen it yet, that movie that they did that was about Weird Al's life with Daniel Radcliffe as him, just excellent, really funny movie. It's a parody of biopics and it's done very well.
It is hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
For anybody who watches One Piece, now I've only just started watching the live action One Piece. To go off this, my cousin filled me in with some of the characters in the series, or book-wise, and one of the characters, apparently from what my cousin told me, is based on Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. And the big hope that me and my cousin have is that that Jim Carrey comes to play the character. Since it would be ironic since the person is styled after Ace Ventura. I can't remember the character's name off the top of my head, but it's one of the characters from the show. Or books before show.
Actually, there's one news item that I didn't bring up yet. Let me see if I can bring that back up because there's going to be two parts to this news item. Let me see if I can.
As Spin pulls that up, ShawClan, are you there? Earth to ShawClan. Roger me, welcome me, hello, hello.
Oh yeah, he's having audio issues. Yeah, so that's what you would say in those situations, right?
That's exactly it. You know, I think Soundwave is hiding in the background there in some parts. Let me see. Is that the link? No, that is not.
What
the
a weird
link.
coincidence. Mossman can hold Studio Series 86 Astro Train smaller gun.
And it looks proportionate too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Like that's just a guy with a weapon.
I have a weapon.
If I can use this. With Eveline. Come on. Yes! Yes! Evelyn's tired of Skeletor's BS.
Kinkle,
He's got Astro Train's
Kinkle.
big gun.
Clinical is enjoying the Roger.
She got
me.
rid of her. Wait.
I think I have the most randomest Transformers memorabilia I don't think anybody owns.
Is randomness a word?
What is that? I have one of those that I was going to make my next review subject. So.
Transformers Boppet Optimus.
Stupid
Yeah,
skeleton.
that is pretty random.
With movable axe, movable arm, like they at least gave him some posability. Which is pretty funny, and I already beat the high score on him.
Oh right, he's a game.
Yes.
He's a Bop It game.
Greetings. I am Optimus Prime. Bobbit, start.
Stop
That was a
touching
cri-
Optimus's no-no square!
There we go. Now I have the other news item, or at least the first part. Because without this part, the second part won't make sense. Which in the second part we will have to do in IntelliTran
It'll just
2.
keep saying Boppet to start repeatedly, and it sounds like the person who'll say, and then transform and wherever. But to go off this, the Boppet just keeps saying it, and it sounds like cutted audios pretty much. Okay, what in this looks like me?
YoloPark Megatron. Okay, so what this is a BotCon exclusive. That's a repaint of the Megatron model kit that YoloPark did. So it's going to be at the convention. And should I explain where these colors come from?
This looks like Impactors' colors, completely.
I'm trying to think, because I know you want to explain it. Actually,
I did include
yes.
an image by way of explanation. But, you
Yes.
know, there's explanation for what the image is.
Yeah, explain what it is, because I know the part 2 to this that we'll do later will tie into what you're going to explain.
Okay, so in the early 2000s, there was the first wave of attempts to bring Generation 1 reissues back into the stores. They called it the Commemorative Series. You know, so the original Optimus, Magnus, Hot Rod, Starscream, all those guys, they put them back in stores as Toys R Us exclusives for the first time. And naturally, it was the early 2000s, so these Generation 1 figures had to be modified to conform with modern safety standards. So, you know, G1 Starscream now had big missiles, G1 Optimus had his smokestacks shortened. And then there was the case of Megatron, who, being a realistic gun, was way out of bounds in terms of legality. But an attempt was made behind the scenes still. Aaron Archer and the people at Hasbro made a prototype of a proposed G1 Megatron reissue that they tried to make legal by American safety standards at the time by painting him up in this color scheme of orange and purple. You know, the same way things would have orange caps on them. You know, they made a prototype and they presented it around, and that wound up not getting produced. But you know, they would trot out the images sometimes at conventions, and so Safety Megatron became what this prototype was known as, and it's the attempt to do a legal G1 Megatron reissue that never was, basically. And so this YoloPark kid is homaging that Generation 1 reissue that didn't happen.
This right here screams. So I'm now seeing that purple. This reminds me of the old whatever Energon Megatron that turned into the Nerf gun, because he had a whole lot of purple, but the difference was he had green and gray. Well, this is just. I'm just gonna say it right now. This is legitimately my brother at that point. Just looking at how he looks.
Yeah, now that you say it, he does look a lot like Impactor, the G1 character. It must have been a coincidence, because they were not thinking of that when they did this in the early 2000s. They were just like, we need to make him colorful enough to be ungun-like so that we can try to sell him at stores.
It's just tempting right here just to buy it or have somebody buy it there for me and then just modify it completely into Impactor.
Yeah, I don't know how hard it would be to get one. You know, BotCon's like down in the US there, and these things are usually a limited run, and they kind of cost a pretty penny. How popular they are by today's standards.
Just looking at how it could be, I got a good suspicion.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes!
Yes!
Roger me, Wilco me, anything. Hello, hello, Earth.
We're Wilcoing and Rogering as much as we can.
So, Starkman, I got a question for you. May I post the video
Only if I can
where your
answer.
face transforms?
What happened?
May I post the video where your face transforms?
By all means.
So to go off this, I went with Hubcap, and since I don't have Galvatron, you mentioned to me Overlord would work. I picked out my Overlord and used him in this. So I'm gonna get the video here uploaded.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway, the next image that I gave Spin was the image of the G1 Megatron prototype that this is based on, by way of explanation.
But you know what? We'll leave that part of it for the Teletran too, because that will tie into to something else where I'm just like, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. So we'll leave that for Teletran too.
Like, here's the thing. This is one of those things where I like flex my involvement in the behind the scenes. We couldn't see that image for a long time, but in the early 2000s there were just text reports from BotCon where they were like, they showed us, Aaron Archer showed us this picture of this purple and orange Megatron that, and it was like, this is what we were trying to do. And then years later they finally posted the images. So I've known about the Safety Megatron prototype since like the early 2000s. So that's why it has this like cult status as this legendary unproduced thing. It's one of those things you can't even be mad at it, because it was like, oh yeah, it looks weird. I'm like, yeah, and also they didn't make it because it looked like that.
Exactly.
But you know, as soon as you tell a collector that they can't have something, then they
There's
want
an
it.
allure to that figure for me, because to me it just looks like Megatron partially in Galvatron colors. I like.
Yeah, a little bit. There's
I wouldn't mind seeing a G1 Megatron in Galvatron colors, now that you think about it. I would like to see that, because I've seen Galvatron in Megatron colors. So why not?
One toy, basically.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, did they ever do the Siege one in purple? Was that one of the mini repaints it got? I don't know. I feel like that must exist.
The thing they did was have the purple version of the T-Rex fossilizer included with it, where you could armorize him, so he would be purple and gray with the armor boots on. But that was the closest.
There's a lot of clear purple Megatrons out there, because they're like, this is the moment before he was changed into Galvatron. So that's the closest we got, really.
Hey, I like it.
So I've got
I do like that one.
Oh yeah, speaking of purple Megatrons and Galvatrons, I know the Bloki 7, the Defenders, they have a purple Galvatron in it.
Oh,
That's
hold on
going
1 second.
against the grain a little bit.
Impactor, I have to address you real quick. Congratulations, my boy. 500.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am
Welcome to the-
very, very proud, and I'm very
Welcome to the
thankful
5
all
Club.
of you.
Welcome to the 5
Wait.
Club.
Now it's to the goal to get us all in the 500, from the 500s to the thousands.
That's it.
Yes.
That's a frightening thumbnail there.
Oh man, listen. That get fuel?
Yeah, I kind of didn't realize that. I'm gonna fix that. Trust me.
Hold on, and while you're doing that,
What the color
unperson,
clipping or whatever?
is it
Oh
pronounced as
God,
unperson
seemed like
101?
disembodied head.
It says time for my news, and it says yeah, and clinical says Blokey should not be included in any news.
Like, generally, I don't include them unless there's something crazy, just because they come out with a lot of stuff. It's kind of rote.
Well, that's already, I mean, out in some areas. I was just making it because we kept on commenting on like Galvatrons and Megatrons doing like the solid purple or the transparent purple thing, and I just know that that's something that for whatever reason they decided to do the translucent Galvatron in their recent most wave. So I was like, oh, okay.
I like my
Just related to the
1,000-yard
topic
stare.
at hand.
That's me waiting for Pink Hot Rod. That's the face.
That is the
I
face.
grabbed it from the last stream, so when you like lifted up your head and then turned to the other direction, that's when I just screenshotted that. So here it is. I kept the headphones.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
I like that outline. And it makes
It's your
sense because Hubcap's
signature
a
at this
communications
point.
guy.
Yep.
It's your signature at this point for your courage to have the headphones.
Yeah, it makes it easier for me to hear what everybody's saying, and I don't blast it throughout the house, so everybody wins with the headphones.
There you go. It worked.
Amen.
And then here comes Shaw Clans.
Yeah, nice.
Nice picture.
The summer variant.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm waiting to see it on the big screen in my background. Good pick.
I looked through Shaw Clan all the moments I could, so I just
I'm
tried
guessing
my
Shot
best.
Clan gets the facial hair from the Jamaican side of his genetics, not the Japanese side.
Damn sure do.
There you go. And
All
unperson,
right.
unperson has corrected me, so it is it's just unperson, and welcome, like, subscribe to the channel, and welcome for hanging out. And Toy Warp says someone feels some sort of ways about blow keys. Dun dun dun.
And then
My
there's
way
the
is,
next
is I
one
wish my
right here.
comic
And
shop would stock
Unperson,
more of
thank
them.
you for viewing us as your newscast. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't have any local sources of Loki's at the moment. My Toys R Us closed. They used to carry them. They don't have them at Walmart here, even though they have them in the U.S. And my comic shop
Oh,
isn't
your
carrying
Toys R
them.
Us closed?
Yeah, my local one.
Thank
Hold
God.
on, wait a minute. News break, everyone. This just in. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Oh, okay. There was a follow-up to that. You had me like, what happened?
Well, the news break is Toy Warp
Mission
says to
accomplished.
Clinical, that's how we feel about Funkos around here.
Yeah.
And,
These are fun.
oh,
I have
and
quite a few of them.
And
I would have more if
And
they kept
sometimes the
releasing them.
Funko works if it works for the IP. Like if
there-
it's like a 16-bit era, like video game, and that kind of had that big
Okay.
head, kind of like the OG Mario sprites and stuff like
Nah,
that. It works for
Loki's
stuff
and
like
Funkos
that,
are
but for
not-
like
are not the
Transformers,
same
it's like,
thing.
But you know what? I think the comments are going to become their own stream. For this segment, because Clinicals is fighting back on a Toy Warp, saying Blokies and Funkos are essentially the same thing.
Oh, they are not. Look,
Oh,
you gotta
no.
build these ones. Yeah, I can get a stream out of building one of these. Funkos you just buy as they are, and they don't really do anything. These are like fully proper posable action figures with accessories and swappable hands, and some of them light up. Where's my light up beachcomber?
basically they're little
I
like
don't know, man. That Blokies and
Transformers
Funkos,
Gunpla.
Blokies and Funkos comparison was kind of racist.
Huh?
You're racist. You sir are racist. I'm just playing.
I do love to point out I have one Funko because my brother-in-law gave it to me because he knew I like Beast Wars, and I'm like, I accepted it in that spirit, right?
Wars.
And I'm like, do these?
Yeah, I think I
so,
got like a.
so you're saying these look alike to you?
Yeah, I got like the Venomized little Captain America Loki, not the normal, like the small one that's maybe yay big, maybe like
What up,
2
Joe?
3 inches. And then Nezuko
Yeah.
from not Dragon, Demon Slayer, when she goes all chibi and she's doing like a high kit. But
Yeah.
there, that's like lends itself to like the media it's from, where there's moments that the character goes chibi. I mean, I like there's stuff like that, or just the weird, cute variations of him where he's like on a dog or a cat, or
But,
weird stuff like that.
Last year I did a few reviews of like blokies on my on bot reviews. I wouldn't like do them one at a time. I just once I had like 4 or 5 of them, I'd be like, here's a look at a bunch of them. Yeah, they're very cheap. You can build them, so they're a little thing you can do, and they don't have the kind of fragility that model kits usually have. They turn into proper solid action figures. They don't transform, obviously, so if that's a deal breaker for you, I understand completely. But they make for nice little figures of pretty much all the G1 guys, and they've been going long enough now that they can get really deep on their character selection. And they also have some bigger ones too that are not blind packed and. Oh, I'm gonna show that one off because it fell.
Champion class.
Trust
You
me.
know,
Defenders
You know
are
what
the
I wish they would
smallest,
bring-
Then Galaxy version is the normal class most people think of. Defenders are the small ones I like that have the combiners in them.
Mhm.
Champion
they make
classes,
combiners.
the ones that are comparable to maybe your normal size action figure, and then the action class are the ones that are like the master grade Gunpla
No,
Most
in terms
of-
of complexity.
You know what?
And have the
old-
Gundam Evangelion license, and they're doing like Marvel Legends and stuff like that. Excuse me, Star Wars.
Can I say something here quickly? Most of the Loki's figures right now have been the best suggested figure to animate with in the Transformers communities, with how stupidly, unfortunately expensive the real figures are getting. So currently, there's been an increase in Bloki's Transformers stop motions recently.
Yeah, that's the other thing about them. The Transformers ones do seem to be their main thing, but like they have licenses for like Star Wars, Ultraman, Evangelion. It's one of those grab bags where they just see what they can do.
okay,
I got
now,
a random Ultraman because I traded like that duplicate TF1 Hound I had,
Yeah.
and I just traded that for a duplicate
Oh, I just
Ultraman
saw
that
what Toy
someone
Wolf just said.
decided to leave for someone else to get.
now
Man, this is too funny.
I'm gonna say everyone in the comments, make sure you jump over into our Teletran 2 segment. Impactor, you have another video that's ready to go.
Yes.
Toy Wolf is funny. Oh my god.
So this right
Hold up,
here
you guys.
is- Oh, let him talk first.
Before we get off the topic of non-transforming Transformer collectibles, and I'm gonna hit every older Transformer fan right in the spark right now. You know what I wish they would bring back, even if it's a limited time run, the Transformers Erasers.
Okay, now hold that thought and bring that to Teletran 2, because I know
Oh,
we're
most
gonna
definitely.
we're gonna run down the road with that one. But
I like
let's
to
go.
know what you mean by that.
Yeah,
in
let's go over to
Teletran 2.
Impactor's video.
So this is just a Transformers Prime scene that I did, or started.
Just like it's not great.
You were supposed to have located a fresh energon source by now.
Apologies, Lord Megatron. We got a little distracted by the new Autobot who attacked us.
Really? And what do Autobot would that be?
Oh yeah, this bit.
Well,
I love how I did the fall.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
And of course I used
I love the
G2.
Siege Ratchet.
Siege Ratchet's personally my personal pick out of all of them, or Earthrise. And then I'm going to show Let me just find one of my good ones to show for our final, because I mean I just now reached 500, which it kills me how I've
For the
reached
siege
500
mode, I like the
just 2
crosshairs
years.
personally. Then
Well,
the Earthrise, I
Impactor.
like the DK2 guard.
Yes.
Once we start working together and start putting some videos out there, I'm gonna make sure to get them views way up. I'm gonna make sure
Alright.
of it. I'm gonna give you some of my best work.
So to go off this, I'm gonna do 3 videos here because we have like what now 4 minutes before my computer decides to try and act up and crash on me.
It's under a critical time limit.
Yep.
9 till 9.
So I'm gonna show 3 videos, middle, then now basically. So I'm gonna first show the first video that I ever posted.
Wawa has tacos now?
What's wrong? Whoa!
What's wrong? They're showing ads.
Yeah, I'll swear for the ads against you.
Yep.
Hey, last night hot rod. I like the
Nice.
spin.
That one was the very first stop motion I ever posted, though I did many before.
I'm trying to recall that the movie, was that the Bayverse side swipe in the Rise, was it Dark of the Moon?
Revenge
Yeah, that
of the
was
Fallen.
that was Revenge of the Fallen.
I was trying to remember. Oh, I remember. Is it is it Dino? That's like the red, not Mirage character. I
Yep.
remember enjoying his level in the
Dino.
Dark of the Moon game.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's just go down here to mid. I mean, I think
Those
yeah,
look
this
like
was
some
midsummer
lightsaber
last year. So this right here, I'm gonna show 2 quick transformations I did. If my computer here would not be a moron. So this was one of the many transformations I did based on the War for Cybertron game.
Oh yeah, I love the spin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, spin, is it that easy?
Didn't he do that in the movie as well?
Well, he did a crazier transformation. He did a corkscrew into a backflip and then fully transformed.
Yeah, and then sat down. Want to kick it, little bitches? that was my. That was the line in the movie.
It was in the movie.
That was the line in the movie.
Yeah, this is true, but still.
And then this right here was another one I did. Let me just
That
think
little
right
man.
here
Little
which
man,
ones
watch
I
out.
did. This one, now the Cliff Jumper one I did here, I based it on the breakdown transformation from War for Cybertron.
There goes my buddy Cliff Jump.
You did that real good. I like the little roundhouse kick as he's transforming.
And then for popular ones, I'm going to go for my best one. I don't think I actually have showed any of the new ones here. This is
Impactor.
Yes?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you use that transformation for Cliff Jumper again, please make sure he's roundhouse kicking some sort of Decepticon's head in, because that looks. I can just see it with that transformation.
Pretty good.
I see that with that transformation for real, bro. Good job.
So before we leave, I'm going to show the video that first kicked off my good video. But no, that's not it. I just went back in time.
Oh, it's on Cliff. Bring back Cliff.
This was the big one I did for
Yes.
Christmas last year.
The classic.
Look at that star screen.
Ironhide, report to me at once. Every time
The world of boxes.
my circuit says, when are we gonna start busting Decepticons? I want you to make a special run to Autobot City on Earth. Listen, Ironhide, we don't have enough energy
You'll just see
cubes
the
to
row of
power a
boxes here.
full-scale assault. Ready the shuttle for launch. Your days are numbered now, Decepticons.
And
That's
we
the
using
Earthrise.
there's Steve Magnus' trailer.
Yeah, that's Russ.
Jazz, report security status. No sign of Decepticons here, Prime. What about Moonbase 2? Jazz to Moonbase 2. Jazz to Moonbase 2.
And then me using Sandwich Wiki here.
Bumblebee and Spike here. We're about to send up a shuttle.
That made Magnus laugh.
All clear, Jazz. The Ironhide.
When I had him in the box.
Daniel, I miss him. And tell him not to worry. I'll be coming home as soon as we've kicked Megatron's tail across the galaxy. We'll do, Spike. Cliff Jumper, commence countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I fully intend to recreate this when the time comes because I have better animation skills now.
Mm-hmm.
Now all we need
And
is
just
a
take
little energy
Astro Train and Hugh shift him into gold.
Laserbeak returns, Megatron. Welcome, Laserbeak. Unlike some of my other warriors, you never fail me. Soundwave, play back Laserbeak's findings. As you command, Megatron. I want you to make a special run to Autobot City on Earth. But listen, Ironhide, we don't have enough Energon cubes to power a full-scale assault.
Frenzy and Rumble are keeping them in check.
Now, all we need is a little Energon and a lot of luck. More than you imagine, Optimus Prime.
Then this is the one that I know some people laughed at, which I enjoyed for how I did it.
Now you do the fancy trick where he changes into a little pistol.
I like how you did that, honestly. I like how you did that break it.
All the chairs are actually bots.
I know.
And now you can buy a buzzworthy figure of that. Something about the hail of bullets was really funny to me. That grapple was almost there, like, if I don't move, they won't shoot me. They know I'm here.
You're an idiot, Starscream. When we slip by their early warning systems in their own shuttle and destroy Autobot City.
Like you can see everybody I use the chair for. I use Huffer, Grapple, Tarantula.
Such heroic nonsense.
And for an honorable
We built a
mention,
$49 garden hose.
Like, no,
why did ad plague me so badly? For an honorable mention, before I got good with the transformation, this was my final best animation for the Megatron gun. When I finally found my Magnus gun that he gave me so long ago. And as you can see, like here, the animation's a lot better.
What is that music?
Long story. But as you can see, the transformation is way better, especially with the fact that I was able to make the barrel fly on.
That does
So
look
that
way better.
right there was the newest design I did.
Cool.
And which is the new one forever, since I've managed it to be perfect, in my opinion.
And where can people find all of that animation?
At Impact Productions on YouTube.
Who has just hit 500 subscribers.
Yes, I have just reached 500 subscribers.
So
During this show.
During this show, it's happened live. So
Thank you a lot, Mr. Magnus. You have been a very nice supporter, and I am very happy and very thankful.
You're one of us, mate. That's what happens.
on that note,
That's the jazz I so badly want. I really wish I could rip that out of your hands.
So we're going to round this segment as we need to jump over into Teletran 2. So like and subscribe to everyone within our collective. And as we say at the end of
Clutching
every
my
stream,
jazz instead of my pearls.
to all are one.
So all
So
are one.
all are one.
Chill.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.